it gets even more out of hand.
Well, I think it's already been, so it's too late for you lot. So, huh?
I think it
They
would
have
be funny
heard
if
your
like
cringe, and now they have to.
I think it would be funny if it was if this whole conversation was live
Well,
and we have viewers
I
wondering
will say for the
talking
Crap,
people
does
of
about.
the
that mean I
internet,
gave another eulogy again?
no, it's okay. But for the people of the internet, all I will say is you can feel free to throw any of those allegations at me. I'm going to deny each and every one of them.
Yep.
So you're denying the fact that you commit cannibalism?
That's not an allegation. That's a fact.
You heard it here first, folks. Reaper is in fact a cannibal.
Actual
Well,
Cannibal Reaper.
well, I have to blend in. See, I live next to an old mountain with a big history of bizarre occurrences, and I live like right under the mountain in a suburbs area where, like, there is darkness outside my window right now. You can only see buildings by the idea that you know where they are. But let me tell you, I believe that if I was to survive out there for a night, have to resort to cannibalism so that the local skinwalkers think I'm one of them.
Well, you are what you eat, so you know.
I think you would turn into a Wendigo before you turn into a skinwalker, but hey, whichever floats your boat.
What's the difference?
Well,
Yeah, there's a few differences, but for the most part, they kind of act
Well-
similar.
I become a
Well-
skinwalker when I walk my hairless dog.
You know what's very funny? When you come into your house and your dog jumps on you and starts playing with you, so you start petting it back. And then you remember you don't have a dog.
Oh. Oh.
Edward.
Now you do.
Now you better pretend you do.
Easiest way to find a dog.
Anyway, let's start trailing off with who is going to be playing in this magnificent session of HellCrashers. Let's start off with Maximo.
Nah, you miserable gets Borguts here in another episode of HellCrashers with me mates. I also play as Maximo, the destroying Ogun warrior, who somehow keeps everyone alive despite someone's missing a leg, someone's missing an arm, and someone missing half of a thought. You can find me on X as Big Mac Plays, or my YouTube channel is Big Mac Plays as well. Other than that, make sure you clean your nose proper, because snot is not fun when it gets on your keyboard.
Alright, and after that introduction that cost us an arm and a leg, would you like to exchange your campaign card? And I would like to see you roll your today's objective.
Alright, let's see what happens. Hiya! I rolled a 5. That sucks.
I think I remember that one.
Yeah, solve a problem
it
through the
full-
judicious application of force. Brute force.
Ah,
So which means I have to punch my problems away.
yeah, I'm sure you will find the chance for that.
Yeah.
Alright, well, would you like to exchange your campaign card?
No, I'm keeping it. I think it's going to be very useful. Especially
Alright,
how
next
Maximo's
up.
going to have to play.
Fair enough. Next up, we have Lucas Vicar.
Greetings, Art of War here, playing the Creedsman, Lucas Vicar, continuing to be the butt of our DM's jokes.
Hey,
I'm not
have
the
a
only
leg
one who
out.
makes the jokes.
I know, but you're the main perpetrator of them.
Still,
Oh.
you still can't step up for him.
Yeah. You
Wow,
would
I
say
can't
break a
believe-
leg, but it just words and clicks.
I can't believe I have become the stepping stone of your hatred.
Don't worry, we'll just trivialize his boss by some means.
How can you just walk over him?
Yes, indeed. Now I would like to see you roll. Thank you. That's another 5, by the way. The stake of people rolling the same number on their objectives is ever increasing.
Lucky number
Ah,
5, as they say.
Roll 5
right?
will be a very easy one. Obey an order without question or doubt.
But which mean? Who's giving the order, though?
The
Fair
order
enough.
is don't die.
Your
Yeah.
objective, survive.
Okay.
Would you like to change your campaign card?
No, I'm gonna keep this one just in case. Because I have a feeling we're gonna need it.
Are you sure?
All right.
Yeah. I know what it does, and it's gonna come in handy for this one.
And next up, we have Muldoon.
Hello, everyone. Let's see.
Amazing introduction.
Oh,
Apologies.
Our
I
poor
think-
battle sucker's a bit tired. He woke up from a nappy night.
not really. The warp just pulled me out from a different time zone, so you know.
We had
Best
to remind
judgment
you
on
of
the
daylight savings, I think.
individual you have
Yeah.
never met through knowledge of the warp side. Yay.
Just be careful when you just pull from your daylight savings account. Don't overdraft. You might have to put in your daylight checking account.
And I'm keeping my card, thank you.
All right. And last but not least, we have Docs 404.
Hello everyone, this is Dr. Lulumoon, and I play as Docs 404, and I would like to keep the card, but I don't know, it seems kind of
I
Just
would recommend you keep the card, and it has the potential to do many funny.
I know, but
Any funny is better than no funny because it's funny.
yeah,
I
I
said
guess.
many funny. It can do much funny. A lot of
Oh.
funny.
More funny
Okay.
than ever funny could be funny. Like spontaneous
It is a
Scutari
very
clowns.
funny card. It is a it could.
It's
It
just
could.
waiting for the right
Clown
moment to
Scutari
use
with
it.
rainbow wigs that shoot confetti out of their fox grills? I think I know a guy.
Actually, I did in another campaign that wasn't streamed. I did hold on to that card for the entirety of a campaign. And used it at the epilogue.
Oh no.
I'll roll here.
It's always fun to use these campaign cards in this setting. It's hilarious.
2.
It's for
Demonstrate the
unique beverages.
superiority of the philosophy of your ordo. Alright.
Ooh. You just have to sound
So,
smart. Put on
so
your Google
demonstrate
glasses.
why destroying the heretic is important. Got it. Shouldn't be too hard.
Yeah, it should be
I
easy
think
one,
I'll
especially when
find
we're facing in
ample
this
proof.
boss battle.
So, with all the information, well, actually, would you guys like to take over telling me what happened last time? I tend to forget.
I know you do. It's okay. I forgive you this time.
Excellent.
Alright. As we remember, of course, we were exploring the dungeon itself, initially trying to find our way and try to understand what's going on. So we
With me
decided to
and-
split the party a bit, trying to, a bit, not too long. Like, Lucas, we just sent Lucas forward to scout off the hallways, while we followed far behind so we could stay in relative safety so he gets the front of the damage. If something
I
bad
could
happened.
swear they were making jokes behind me, but
I know
I
he
too
was
focused on the
he was
assignment not to
legs
listen.
length ahead of us, okay? And he was
I will
scouting
take
about
off
the
this
things
prosthetic
afoot.
leg and kick you with it, but keep going.
Nothing seems to foot at the moment as we're exploring the dungeon, of course, as we found deeper inside this strange underwater
Wait, was that
facility.
also fun?
What?
Nothing seems afoot at the moment.
Yeah, we started to stumbling into a much more grisly scene as we started to see a little more battle damage in certain hallways of dead Scutari and doorways that needed an Ogren to delicately but strongly to open up without making too much noise. Luckily enough on that roll. to find ourselves into a massive room with a few doors and was it a cogitator room that we found, or weapon storage? No, not weapon storage. Vox, tell me. Do you remember Docs? You're the smartest member of the party. Maximo was.
Well, I think we found like the transportation hub where they usually shuttle things around the facility and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You found an underground headquarters of the facility, essentially.
Yeah. Where the brain
I
stuff
did-
happens.
Yeah, I did realize that there is some presence in one of the hallways, in which case we follow it and we found probably the storage area where all the some of the servo skulls and
The servitorium.
servatorium. Yeah.
Yeah. And then we finally find a hear a voice was call out of the darkness, asking why are we here. And then we realized someone's alive down here. Impossible. With great apprehension, we asked who, what, and why. He said, follow us, follow the voice. So we did. To a vault door that was opened up by a secret code that Docs 404 spontaneously knew because of his ordo. As we get greeted by, well, to say a Helldivers reference, to see 1,000 red eyes blink from the darkness caused us pause. Until they say, come inside. We won't hurt you. And this, okay.
That's what she said.
We didn't know if the Magos was a he or she. They never disclosed. But I knew it was non-binary, so even though it spoke binary, it's hard to tell with Mechanicus. They're weird. As we found this Magus, currently legless and missing an arm, currently just be a torso, a head, and a left arm or a right arm only. Even his battle axe is gone, which is sadly amused. And he says that he controls the place through his brain, that's on failing power sources to keep the thing at bay with his servitors, which is unfortunately also failing. Eventually, we came up with the plan of figuring out there's a weapon destruction powerful enough to destroy this regenerative machine, as I was told, that it could consume and destroy and rebuild itself as ease. Which we need to find a way to vaporize it completely in a Dead Space reference of fighting the regenerator beast. So we
Dead
have
Space, Resident Evil. So many areas I could pull from, honestly.
basically, you have to put it in front of the super weapon and incinerate it in wholesale to actually survive. If we do not, we're going to die in the process, either gruesomely or hilariously. I don't know how it's going to happen, but
Probably
you know,
both.
Lucas might lose his other leg, so we have to be careful about that.
Or an arm. Or an eye.
Lucas made lose his other leg, so you know what? We're the win.
Nope, not a win-win.
Why do I have a feeling one of you is going to set me up to lose a limb?
We are just reaching for another.
Remember,
set of
nobody
pawns,
can
not
set you
very.
up other than the dice themselves. It's our role to lose a limb.
Yep. So, we were hatched a plan, of course, and he said if we succeed in our deals, he'll let us raid their weapon cache. They decided to conveniently hide from us to keep the beast machine thing from absorbing it, because it may contain some doomsday weapons that should not fall in the hands of this strange thing. And then something about overloading the dungeon and blowing it all up wholesale, which wasn't a good idea, but I guess is one way to keep things safe. And I guess we were told to set on our way and try to lure the beast to its doom. Or
Does
die
anybody
trying.
remember a little significant detail that Maximo may have missed?
Well, Maximo was half paying attention that whole time anyways, because everyone was speaking binary.
Well, fair enough. But does anybody remember a little minute attention between killing the obliterator and blowing up the facility?
If
Uh,
I were.
Dox's Vietnam flashback when they connected memories.
Trying to remember.
Oh yeah,
Well, aside from that,
yeah. Touching
But on the
ancient
same
machinery,
track-
he got STV from him. Systematically transferred the virus. This is what happens when you put your connector in unknown old ports. You might catch things you're not really ready to catch. Be careful,
no,
kids.
he got
Always use an
post-transmission.
insulated cable.
He got post-transmission stress disorder.
There you go. But also remember, always use insulated cables. You don't know what
Extra
you're going to
connections.
download.
Fucking hell.
Just watch out which port you're plugging into.
Wrong port. Wrong
But
port.
seriously, aside from that, is there another key factor that Maximum may have forgotten?
Maximo cannot remember everything. I must rely on my allies.
If I remember correctly, I believe didn't the Magos say something along the lines of the facility goes, he goes as well because of how stretched his mind is at this point? Or am I misremembering?
Well, that is correct, but
It's
aside
also a
from
big
that,
bomb that caused the city to shake, I think.
I didn't know it was a city above it.
First answer, we try to destroy the obliterator, and if not, we had to overload the facility and.
no, I said you should overload the facility so that you can ensure that it will die after the
Yeah.
Phosphex bombing. But there is something else that doesn't have to do anything with the facility. Well, it has to do with the facility, but doesn't have to do anything with blowing things up. And I know that's why you guys can't remember it, but you really have to try.
Alright,
Oh.
time to quickly rewatch last episode.
Okay, I will
No,
give
that's-
one glory. However, you guys missed a very key detail in the fact that the Magos also told you that should you manage to obliterate the obliterator,
Vault
he
of
will
Legends that we could give us.
he will grant you access to the to the weapons experimentation facility vault. Yeah.
I just said that recently.
Maximo
It allows us to
said
have
that.
access to a weapon cache of devastation weapons. They kept it
Oh.
away from the beast.
Weapon of Master.
Well, I didn't hear the word
I did say
vault.
that. You, Maximo shakes his fist in frustration towards the Inquisitor.
All
He
right,
just-
you know what? Fine.
I already
Here's
said
an extra glory. You're gonna need it.
I call you out on your obliteration.
I just imagine the Magos is staring at us like, who are we talking to? As the Ogre is shaking his hand at the over the
At his,
ether, like,
he
"Fuck
just
you,
shakes his
hero."
hand towards a strange camera thing. It just, I don't remember that camera there. Is that a
Yes,
servo
You know,
skull
I
floating
was
about?
keeping my ears open for the word's vault specifically,
Ah,
and I did hear the word vault, so I was like, they must have not managed.
I did say secret weapons cache.
Fair enough. All right. So,
I was right. I was right all along. Anyways,
I was right, but they will see. They will all see.
see, Maximo wasn't crazy.
Oh,
The
wait.
Maximo
voices,
make sure he
somebody
took
stop
his
the
medicine.
voices. All right, everyone.
get ready to murder.
All right. Does does Dox have any ways to see in the dark?
He has
That we have forgotten.
eyes of Mechanicum, I think. He does
Yeah,
have
like-
have
Because his token doesn't have eyes of
honor
Mechanicum.
S.
Because Maximo is unfortunately cannot see in the dark. That's why he has a small cone of night vision so he can actually not run into things. Not meant to be ran into.
Yeah, and Muldoon has his little
Optical
lamplight.
Dendrites.
Yeah, torch.
Yeah, I got optical.
Yeah,
Like a
I had to break
dendrite that
Muldoon's
has
back
the
so I
price
can actually use him as a
switch.
glow stick.
And I think Muldoon also has his like he has carapace armor, not tempestuous armor, right? So
See, Lucas at least has night vision.
I know I'm just trying to find who else has night vision.
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I got
Let's
prisoners
see.
from my second dendrite optical.
There we go. He does have neat vision.
I'm just trying to find it in all the. You also have a monoscope apparently. Interesting.
Yeah, that was the thing that people like.
Mechadendrite
That
optical,
got
yes.
that for the recording of that.
Presence, right.
You don't need night vision when you can blow everything up and set everything up.
Actually, you do.
Fuck.
So hold on because we're gonna give Docs night vision now.
Hey, he can now seen chivalrously.
And Muldoon, what is the range of your torch again?
I
Very
think default
smart
15 meters.
size.
I don't know.
Small to large crackling torch. So it's not really saying
It's a small.
small or large. No, it verifies the size from small to large crackling
Well,
torch.
what? Well, small is like 4 squares. Large is like 6. Sorry, large is 8. Medium is 6.
Then I
With
assume I'm using the large one because it's dark here.
all right. The large one also means you're casting an 8-foot diameter of light.
Hey,
8 meters of light, so a good distance.
All right. Sure.
should I reroll the psychic power because I don't really remember if I put in the extra dice or no, I didn't.
All right. So let's just take you all over the map. Yes, there's a map.
Ooh, Maximo. It's spooky
So,
time.
how do I view the vision cone of an individual token?
Control L.
Right. Excellent. So, all of you can see a fair modicum based on, one of you is casting 8 meters of an 8. Sorry. It's a total diameter of 8, so technically speaking, I made a small mistake. That's more like it.
Mistake.
There we go. That's more like it.
Mistake.
Alright. So now, here's what we're going to do to make this interesting. I will let you know that the obliterator is somewhere here.
Are you going
And
to ship
your
things for
current
us?
task,
To send Lucas into the
your current task is to basically find the phosphax battery and make sure it's powered up so that Vector 899 can actually, do his thing.
Yeah. We need to find battery, charge up the big laser thing, and shoot the big scary robot thing. Yes, that is good plan. Now we just need to find battery and get salt.
All right.
So we'll be salt and battery.
God damn it.
We are under ocean, so why not?
It's probably a lake, not an ocean, so it's probably
Even
more
ocean
like...
laughs at it. I even hear the gurgle. Ha ha.
So, to give you a little bit of the narration here, as you come up the stairs from the area below, feeling pneumatic doors seal behind you as you ascend through the steps, you cast your gaze to the corridor on the left that you so callously had disregarded before, to find yourself staring at an area with blinking red lights into a dark room. At the edge of your vision for Docs and Lucas, actually for just Lucas right now, you can spot several small blinking lights at the end of your dark vision. Well, your night vision. Sorry, too much D&D.
Well, you can use dark vision, night vision, whatever you say. Humans will understand.
Well, you see, here's the thing. From one side, I'm a game master, so I'm used to dark vision. From the other side, I'm an FPS nerd, so I'm used to night vision. I will never decide on one.
But the
I
thing
refuse.
is, it's not nighttime. The chronographs say it's at least 6 p.m. So it's not nighttime yet, so it's not night vision, it's dark vision.
Fair enough. Well, and with that, I would like to add all of you to this little nice turn order.
Oh no, I have to turn.
In
Yes.
Okay.
And I will let you know right now that somewhere within these very walls is an obliterator.
Oh,
Oh,
an
lovely.
obliterator.
Oh,
At least
great,
no
it's
worse than omelet.
Oh, great. We're in a labyrinth and we're dealing with a goddamn demon in the walls. Call it wall shadow. If you
He's
will.
in the walls. He's in the goddamn walls.
Yes.
He's in the walls. He's
Oh,
in
fuck.
the goddamn
I accidentally-
walls. Maximo pulls that heavy bolter, starts salvoing everywhere.
I think I
Knocks
not only
down.
not only accidentally deleted dogs, but I also reset his night vision settings too. That's how great I am.
Dogs,
Hold on.
dogs,
Everything went
where
dark.
you go?
Okay,
No,
so
the obliterators will consume dogs. Dogs, no.
I need to replace the LED lights in my eyes, quick.
Dogs became 404. Dogs 404, not found. Episode title.
dogs for four not found. Well, if he dies, I guess we know what we're naming it in post.
He'll be found if he died, but he'll be
Ah,
not
you don't
found if
know
he just
that.
disappears without a life.
Hey, for
I
all you
feel
know,
great confidence in this.
for all you know,
Uh,
that obliterator is pulling up with two arms made of missile launchers. We're not gonna find the body.
Well, if I just, well, there'll be some parts of the body left, at least.
why is the obliterator wearing a black trench coat?
Why does he have a little top hat?
Why does he have pallid gray skin and try to punch you in the face? This is not Resident.
Arse. Anyway, moving on.
No.
Alright, so basically the way I'm gonna handle this, I'm gonna put Maximo.
Do you want us to
on the
do
bottom
combat
here.
initiative determine roll or just
No,
back
no.
and forth?
We'll have Lucas going first, with Muldoon going second because he has the light, then Dox and Maximo. I know Maximo is going last because he chose so, and I know Lucas is going first because we pushed him to.
Yes. Because he is the scout slash rogue slash sniper. You go step on that mine over there. We're in lethal company in this game. I just hope we don't find one of those strange turrets or those bugs who like to collect things. That's
I mean, he already
yippee.
fought one of those earlier.
Yeah.
Don't mind me. Had to reset because it briefly gave me view
And the thing is,
over. a good
ironically,
chunk of
Lucas
area
has a
without
shovel as a
the light.
melee weapon. You don't have to find the stop sign or yield sign that you do that. So, haha.
Oh.
Deploy the combat shot of a shovel.
Deploy the shovel.
Alright, well,
So
you guys feel free.
I'll move meters forward, carefully. Oh yes, have we also decided on a direction y'all want me to start going, or?
Well, in Maximo's direction of facing downwards or southwards, he always says go down the right path because it is the right way. Because any other way is the wrong way because it's left.
So you're saying I should go this way?
Nope.
I
From
assume we
Maximo's point of
came-
view, let me go for the
From
measuring.
Maximus' point of view, right, it would be over here.
Right,
I think that's
this
the
way.
doorway we went through from the Servatorium.
Was
Yeah,
it?
this is the way up from the HQ. Alright? Like behind you is the aquarium stairs.
Okay.
Well, the reverse aquarium stairs.
Oh yeah, so we came up from the basement.
That's there's
Yeah.
a giant door right there.
Basically, you guys have come basically through here, and then you went north, and then around some other parts, and that leads all the way back to
Here.
the computer room. Well, the observation room, essentially. The observatory. There we go.
Okay. So the only spot we haven't gone is this way.
I guess if Maximo turns left, it will be the right way this time.
Alrighty.
The other day way's blocked, so this is the only other way.
Well, you could not fault Ogren logic. It works.
It just works.
Wait, what was blocked?
Isn't that doorway right there, or a door?
Oh
there?
no, that door is apparently busted through
Oh,
on
It's
account of us
smashed.
not having put a door in it.
okay. So we got this way and this way. The Ogren says go this way.
See, Ogren not leader, even though he does have bone implant, doesn't make him bonehead of this group. And we are not orcs, so which means bigger does not mean leader.
Or else we would all be dead. Anyway,
No, Ned, you would not be dead, and you wouldn't be loose foot.
I'm counting an internal minute, and then the obliterator takes another step.
We're dying. Move, Lucas, before we
Check us,
die.
we're in danger.
Shoot
I'll
something,
go
please.
this way. I'll be carefully moving this way.
Lucas,
I went.
where'd he go? He went
I
to
went
the dark
straight
place.
I went straight forward.
I know you went straight forward. He just went to the straight darkness in Maximo's point of view.
Yeah,
Yeah, Maximo cannot see you from where you are right now.
Oh,
And since you
Damn.
wear dark clothing, of course, you blend in with the environment so well, Maximo's
You
lost
literally vanished from his perspective.
Yep.
Oh well.
Yeah,
At
don't they
least
have a club
dogs,
that does that?
Well, Lucas is
You know
dead,
what?
so I
Let's-
guess
let's have
Maximo's now
dogs
the leader of the
moving.
group.
Let's
no.
have dogs moving after because she can keep an eye on Lucas.
Yep.
Alright.
Alright, so
can
I assume
barely
you guys
make out
want to
how
give
to
Lucas the head? Like let him make some headway before you follow?
Is there any actions that he could take before he passes turn, or is this just for movement's sake?
Well, he just did a normal movement down the corridor.
No, Doxus went missing in the darkness too.
Oh no.
Maximo's
the
losing
darkness is
friends
consuming
left and
them.
right.
Yeah,
Yes,
Lucas.
dogs moves
Oh,
ahead.
oh, there he is.
See, I told you, he blends so well in the
I lost track
environment.
of it. He did blend in with the environment there. All I see is his name right under there, so.
He is the environment.
He
I
is
am
the
the
environment.
perfect camouflage.
You are in your
Well,
perfect environment.
when Muldoon and Maximo have finished their movement, I will say what you guys see.
Now Maximo lost vision of everyone. I mean, never mind. I got still vision because Muldoon's on fire.
You can follow the light.
Yes, Maximo will follow the light.
Well,
Is it
we're
poss-
assuming you're all moving in unison.
Yeah, is it possible Maximo can actually use a combat action as it to do apply stealth,
Um,
or
I
try to
mean,
get a
yes,
stealth
you can
score?
stealth. You can stealth. However, remember that moving stealthily costs an action, and you can only do half your movement as your max movement.
Well, I suppose so.
So maybe it's something to be better off to propose to the group on the next turn. Like catch up with them now and propose that, hey, how about we move stealthily on the next turn?
You guys are too loud with your stomping noises. We need to make sure we find it first without attracting trouble. That's Maximo
assuming-
with a stern, but not. Well, basically, he's trying to whisper, but it's not a whisper. As he approaches the party, with 6 meters of movement, we need to be careful.
Alright. I'll count as the end of this turn, and I will now say what you guys see. So, as you move further down towards the corridor with the blinking lights, you can see blinking red, which casts a fair bit of illumination there. Moving further in, those of you that have the night vision spot a large cannon-like construct with some sort of automated, essentially cartridge loading system. Not exactly cell loading, but picks up energy cartridge and slots them in. You also see a large, complex machinery. And Docs, you don't need to make me any roll for this. However, Lucas, as the only other person who can see this, you can either roll me a survival or tech test to see if you recognize what this is.
All I see is dark red light in the distance. Very ominous. Makes me feel uncomfortable.
Let's see. Then it's gonna be survival because that's what I'm better at.
Alright, makes sense.
That is a 2.
Though recognize the technology precisely you do not, you can tell this is some sort of an stationary weapons battery. In other words, something that exists to make tanks look like a joke.
Oh. It's not very
Artillery.
funny now. It has no punchline.
As for you, Docs, you instantly recognize through both the memories that have been inserted within you as well as your own knowledge of the machineries of the Mechanicum. This is a phosphax cannon. The very phosphax cannon that you were told to find.
That was easy. I thought it would have been harder.
Well, you don't know that. You don't know what he's saying yet, but
No? Maximo's
he
losing
hasn't
hindsight.
allayed anything yet.
Yes.
However, you also spot the machinery nearby, and you know that to be some sort of control terminal. Normally, this would require manual input, and it still might require some manual input. However, since Vector 899 has been able to project himself through the facility through Mechanicus rituals that even you are not privy to, he has seemed to have implied that he can remotely override the machine.
I think they have ability to do that as well a little bit.
Perhaps.
You
Well, I
could
don't assume
say
you can
it's
do
a
it like
Wi-Fi
across the entire
controlled
facility.
gun.
Oh, it's intelligence attack or interaction attacks. Okay.
Alright. However, one thing the both of you note is that there is no power to this machine. The screens are dim, The lights emitting are not confident colors, is what I will say, and
It's
most
okay,
definitely,
Lights. You can do it. I believe in you.
this thing does not look ready to fire. It is kind of tilting forward and down at an angle. It does not look primed, it does not look ready, and the machinery does not look online.
Oh, is this the one of those situations where we need to find the generator and jingle the jangle jingle?
It's just a depressed gun. All we have to do is just trigger it by saying something.
And I assume Dox relays the information of what he sees as well as Lucas.
I
I
hope
believe
it's
this
not
is our target that we
sensitive.
are looking for. Though
Well, that was
doesn't
easy
seem
enough.
like it's an operable.
Inoperable.
Seems inoperable at the moment.
So you say it's broken?
Not necessarily, but more powered down and not calibrated yet to be used.
So we need to find the light switch.
Very dark, yes. Would like light switch, but spooky. I cannot see inside dark. Makes my back tingle.
I'll keep the Muldoon with his light source.
He
We'll
is
just need
the
to find
light of
power
my
source
world
here.
at the moment. Because I cannot see without him.
Alright, and with that, you guys may move again.
Oh no. Lucas, what type of dark machinations you find inside place?
By the way, I assuming that Dogs is still scanning the area with the Auspex and I'm still doing the science stuff.
Well, yes, but to put it simply, I'm not just accounting for distance, I'm also accounting for things like walls and water surface and stuff like that. So, you
You
know,
know, psychic brain stuff doesn't work well in water.
I
How
will
do you
say this. I will say this. There is a vague presence nearby. It's just, all the machinery and the well isolated walls. Well, machinery is a problem for human doom because of all the, let's say, not so nice machine spirits floating around this place and all the other phenomena that has taken place, let's say. And for human doom, it's a case of, thick, well insulated, well protected walls tend to be a problem for
Oh,
scanners.
Spooky
they are
fish.
coated with extra thick the psyker stuff. I see.
I don't know, for you, it's the suffering of those that died in this facility that stops you.
Oh,
They're mostly automated guys, come on. They didn't
when
suffer.
computers
So.
sleep,
They
do
still
they
felt
think of
fear.
electric sheep?
Oh, they thought of electric sheep, and they did have nightmares, and they never woke up from that sleep.
I didn't know horses could fit in computers.
So I
Anyway,
assume we can't point a direction. Where is that?
Oh, you can,
Oh, nice.
but you can't pinpoint it.
So
I will say
get
it
just
is,
general sense of direction. Okay.
yes, it is within the. Hmm. Let's break into percentiles. It is within the 10 to 20% range off to the east.
So it's west of us. That's not good.
Actually, sorry, it's up to 50 meters for both of those, so my bad. It's within the 30 to 40%.
ah,
It's that away.
So 15 to
data
20
away.
meters, basically.
Spooky.
Okay.
Close.
Well, knowing that, I'm just gonna move up to here.
At least we know the position of the beast, so that's helpful.
We have to do stealth or anything, or
Oh yeah. Are you guys going to stealth this time around?
Maximal would like, yes, because let loud stomping noises make it move faster. Don't want. No. And since Maximal is stealthiest of group, he can be like hiding behind lampposts and no one sees.
Well, will I mind that for stealth, you need to roll for stealth scores, which you will have to roll anew. And also, you only move half your movement and use an action to stealth. Every turn.
Which Maximal is okay. It can lead to good funny, or better ambush. Or if not,
Is everyone else okay
Maximal
with that?
will be in way.
That is fine, yes.
Okay, then in that case,
To be honest, me stealthing is useless.
not really. It's not about sight. It's about sound.
I still have only one dice on stealth.
It's okay. We have 2 glory points you can use.
I only have
Knowing
two,
me, it's
so
not
I'm
any-
gonna give it a shot.
All right, so I guess Lucas and Dox roll stealth. Maximo roll stealth. Muldoon, you do you.
Maximo got a score of 3,
All right.
And a glory.
and a glory if you want it. So which means
Sure.
Muldoon could have extra dice now. Use it. It'd be
Sure,
helpful.
if that's okay, I'm going to take Maximus Glory to roll extra one die.
Yay.
I rolled a stealth of 2.
Maximo is the stealthiest ogre.
Me too. Yay.
So
All
stealth
right, I'm
now.
moving a glory.
1.
1. Excellent.
See, I told you, Maximo is the stealthiest ogre.
Your goddamn Watt energy's permeating us.
Just stampeding down the corridor, thinking you're stealthing because you have your shoulders slouched.
I look behind, there I just see a purple ogren, everything is fine.
You must be colorblind because I'm wearing a red coat.
No, because you're stealthy.
All right, everybody, move half your movement towards where you want to go, since you're stealthing.
BDB. I just run over Muldoon.
Oh no, I'm dead.
He stampedes over you. Wait, how'd Muldoon go there?
Well, I walked 5 meters.
Is that half your movement?
Oh fuck.
Is
you
your
only get to
movement
move 3.
10?
It's okay, Muldoon. You can be my
What's your
friend.
movement?
5.
Okay,
You can be
let's
3
say,
meters.
Okay, go 3.
It's always rounded up when you go half.
You're right in front of Maximo.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't grab my token because... There we go.
There you go.
All right. As
What
you
a
head
nerd.
further into the experimentation chamber, you don't see any other ways in or out. You see some power down consoles off to your right from where you're coming in, so over here. There's some power down consoles that appear to be some sort of monitoring equipment. You see several barricades over this way. Most of these appear to be on the height of like your average tanks, let's say. Like your average armored vehicle would be about yay tall. So for most of you, it's like hard cover.
Maximo can't see. It's too dark on his point of view.
Yes. And you don't spot any other ways in or out, primarily because this is a test chamber, so you know it will most likely be sealed and isolated, so you know if anything explodes, it can spread the facility. And you several areas where normally there would be targets propped up. but those appear mostly destroyed, as do the barricades. The barricades appear to have been shot at. Though it's not represented on the map, there is like several debris and other stuff, so you can tell a firefight went down here. Probably some of the armed units of the Mechanicus came here to fight off the obliterators since they knew of the, well, you know,
Will it be possible to find
these
a
exist.
silhouette of an individual who tried to use a plasma gun?
You can find the silhouette of an individual who got shot by a plasma gun.
No, it would have been funnier because the plasma gun is just like, here's my rifle, here's my gun, here's my plasma gun, I rolled a 1.
And he died, and the obliterator just did the plasma
Yeah.
gun. Now
As
he's going
the
to shoot you
Imperial
in the back
Guardsman
of the
looks
head.
to the Scutari, is it safe? It should be. Hides behind barricade.
Well, technically, Skitai have plasma calibers, which is somehow worse
Don't ask.
because they fire more.
Oh boy.
But anyway, you don't see any other way in or out of this part of the facility. It appears to be an isolated chamber. The walls appear more reinforced than the rest of the facility, though, and the ceiling, there's no like glass domes or any of that stuff. It's just a very secure room, for lack of a
So
better
it's a
word.
room that's full of bullets and dead bodies that have no bodies in it, though. And strange machines that make things look weird.
Yeah, you can tell this is where they probably tested such weaponry, like large-scale weapons.
Chamber so small. I wonder how their hearing was. I hope they had good insurance.
Yeah, good insurance, we wouldn't be here.
I believe they will turn off their audio receptors.
So they couldn't hear the screams. I see. Anyways, docs. Could you fix it?
I would just need to get it powered, and I could probably calibrate it to get it functioning.
Do you have
Well, you don't know
batteries?
exactly what is lacking.
Wow. Then we should probably check it out, what it needs, and...
I was told its lights weren't very confident, so maybe whisper encouragement?
I will say we're effectively in the third round if you guys want to move.
Sure. And since we're
So,
stealthy,
yes, I'll
that
try
robot
to
thing
go
will
to
have
the
hard time to
console
find
here,
us.
then.
Alright. So Dox is going to move over to the consoles.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and move. 1, 2,
Okay.
3.
So I got one
So
more.
I'm now
movement there.
in the room, seeing the barricades.
Alright,
Oh, God.
Muldoon. Roll me a tech test.
Me? Why?
Not Muldoon, Dox. Roll me tech test.
Oh,
Okay.
let's see here.
Trying to analyze the machine.
3
Ooh.
with the complication.
I see.
Hmm.
Well,
Damn STDs.
I'll tell you what happens now. So,
Should reroll, but
well, you succeed, so you don't need to roll.
Oh.
However, you manage to access the cogitator's main screen to check on the health of the machinery, essentially. You're noticing that the spirit of this machine has insufficient power, and also, aside from that, it says insufficient data input. So there's probably some control terminal that inputs the data for the firing tests outside of the firing chamber. Like, you wouldn't want to be in here when this thing fires.
Yeah.
Say a cartridge explodes, they're never putting you out. Not because they don't want to, or because you're not a valuable asset, because they physically cannot put you out. So yeah, that's rule number one. And the other thing about the power thing, you suppose that while there is some power in the facility, this area has likely lost power, and it's very likely that if there is a terminal controlling this, it would also be lacking power, would be a logical conclusion you can draw. But being a member of the machine cult, you also very easily know that since power does exist in this facility, you can just reroute it.
Or we could take a battery from our las gun and see if that works.
I think that will be insufficient, Maximo.
What if it had two?
Still insufficient.
Then maybe three?
Nice.
And let's try 5, maybe.
I like idea. Maybe we can use Molduna's power.
I'm more of a fire, not a lightning psyker.
But is not lightning like concentrated lightning fire thing?
I don't think so. Lightning is considered as fire, so no.
Considered me shocked.
Huh.
Meanwhile, Doc's sitting there contemplating the idea that we need several teravolts of power to even get this thing firing.
We just need to find a new outlet to plug it in, that's it. And also it's missing its Ethernet cable, we just need to connect it back to the Wi-Fi.
I want to get back connected to the Wi-Fi, got it.
Because, it's data's inputs because the vector guy, right? Yeah, we just need to plug it up to the Wi-Fi.
Well, if there is a data console that Vector would have to be in touch with, as I told Muldoon, that's most likely offline as well. Because here's the thing. If
You mean dogs?
whatever.
Our tech boy, not our psyker.
If I fire a plasma gun at them, they will both be the same pile of slag, so I don't think it will matter anymore. In short, to explain something I told the dogs, as I said, there is no input from the machine, implying that the terminal console, it's not that just not giving any order. If it wasn't giving an order, it would be like, stand by, waiting, right? If there is no input, it means the terminal is most likely offline. That's why it doesn't give any input. In other words, we need power.
Why have power
How
if I
to
have
access
these
that
muscles?
terminal?
And I understood nobody. Let's go again.
Alright. Maximo moves slowly ahead. And
All right.
Maximo will turn and face the darkness, but cannot see anything. But he tries to listen.
Don't stare to the abyss too much. It's going to stare back at you.
I see a very
That's-
dark hole.
Yeah, Doc's around to them. You just see two lights from his eyes.
It's not the worst thing I could see.
40 to 50% from your position.
Like it's getting closer?
No,
I don't understand the percentage. What are you?
It was 30 to 40, now it's 40 to 50. I'm mostly saying it for the Auspex.
We're also
100% is
farther
on
away
me,
from
I'm
it.
assuming.
So,
100% is 50 meters.
Oh, I see.
so it's further away, but
Yeah.
It's further away because we moved away stealthily. It cannot hear us. All it can do is just wander in confusion.
I guess I relate to Vox for them that we need to find the terminal outside of this facility here and a way to reroute power.
Can we just try, like, use our walk speeds and contact with the other tech priest and ask him where can we use some power and, do all the tech magic stuff?
Would I technically actually know where to go for that? Since it
Well,
again
he
it
did
didn't
give
find
you
Mel.
information. So,
And his memories.
yes. So I guess you can make me an intellect test to see if you can recall, like, the blueprints, essentially.
Okay, straight intellect.
Yes.
Bleh. 1.
You do not manage successfully recall the information regarding this facility.
Did our Docs 404 went Docs 404?
You
Memory not
can,
found?
however, simply ask him.
That's what what I said. Just use our vox beats to talk to him.
Yeah, he did get into your comm frequency, so
Yeah.
Crap, I forgot his name.
Vector
Vector, alright.
899.
Come in, Vector 899. We need to find a way to reroute power from one part of the facility to the testing chamber here, and to find the terminal that we need to access.
This unit receives you. Have you isolated the location of the weapon?
Yes, I'm right next to one of the terminals inside chamber here, but it's not the one that's able to activate it.
This unit assumes you are gazing upon the information input datapad.
Yes,
A cogitation unit that gives you information about the statuses of the weapon, of the automated firing system.
that is correct.
Then
Yes,
it is
that's right.
simple. The terminal you will need to power up and patch me through is located north of your position. Simply as you head up, go left and then take the way down towards which another left from your then position. Behind the bulkhead door you shall find the terminal, but you will need to reroute power first. To do that, you will need to return to the area of cogitation and surveying, and head to the other direction from the one you came from. After heading through an airlock, you will be allowed within the power supply for this area. Simply route some of the power from other parts of the area to the battery, and you should be able to do it.
Understood.
Spooky.
Ah, good thing
So
we
we,
had these.
So,
so we need to head north
means
from here.
we split the gang? Or we move
Well, not really,
slowly?
because you need to route power first, and then start up the terminal and the and the automated firing system.
So, as I said, should we split party? One goes left, one goes right, one stays by console. Keep in touch with Foxspeed, or just keep in two groups of two, or one group of four.
One stays inside the safe so he can open doors and relay them up. The others go inside the factory and try to find items. Yes.
Mm-hmm. See, we are playing Lethal Company, and this bug is asking for my little metal scrap thing. I said no, and it got angry.
Yippee!
Yay!
I'm gonna add Genie Stealers if the joke keeps going.
Oh no, not
These
the
little
lictors!
bugs is asking for your genes.
No, Maximo's pants are extra tight. Sometimes I lose circulations to legs for belt too tight.
No, but
Maximo
the historian
remembers
cold.
trauma.
Maximo, I believe we need to turn on the power so we could activate the door frame there to access the terminal.
What do you mean by turn on power? Like light switch or button? Or do I have to speak seductively to darkness to say it? Turn on
Mostly
the
we
light.
just need to reroute power to this area of the facility.
Oh, I have no stop sign to reroute.
Then just move forward.
Yes.
Maximo will move
Alright.
forward in the darkness. Slowly. Is it okay I move my token or no?
Yes.
Okay, Maximo move 3 meters ahead, slowly sneaking along in darkness. Maximo can barely see anything.
Yes, we'll follow after.
Yep. We are following the giant red brick wall.
Red brick
Alright, you
wall.
guys can feel free to move again if you wish.
Ooh. Maximo move another 3 meters. Slowly and steadily this time. Sneaky, sneaky. Have to get past this beaky.
I just was thinking, like, how good are the sensor on that obliterator thing? Like,
Muldoon, you think too loud.
yeah, maybe a little, but
I can hear your thoughts manifest through your mouth.
I will update you by saying that currently the target is within the 20 to 30% radius.
getting closer. Lovely. No,
Careful.
no.
It is getting closer.
Still northeast.
Well, at least it didn't change the position.
Okay, so right would bring us even closer.
I think
You're free
it
to
might
move
be
again?
blocking the way.
Free to move again. Well, Maximo will move
Yes.
3 meters and try to look. He can barely see anything. Is it possible Maximo could hear things?
You all do hear trudging of heavy metal through the corridor to the right,
Ooh.
but not like going down the corridor, just passing along essentially. As for Muldoon and Docs, I will say within 20% north.
I do have sound effect for heavy metal footsteps.
20% north. Okay.
So within 10 meters.
It is very close. And it's toward the north.
You may feel free to make your next move.
So we move right or left?
I think we go this way.
Yeah, that way would lead you back to where you came from if you're looking to go towards the power supply.
Yeah, isn't that where the power supply is that way?
Yes.
Okay.
So the right way was the right way. Maximo was right.
No, the right way was left.
No, it is the wrong way because it is not right.
No, I'm staring at a wall.
See? You did not go the right way.
Are you actually having this conversation while you're watching towards there?
No.
Good. Come and interact.
It's hilarious.
Staring at a wall.
Dogs within 10% northwest.
So the less the percentage, the closer it is, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it would be that direction.
Yes.
Oh boy.
So our best bet.
That's not good.
You guys may move again.
That's not really good.
Muldoon, if you would please move.
Pom 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 pom.
Okay, one.
Melvin just nervously looking back time to time like,
He doesn't
oh
say
my.
it. Turn around, look.
Eh,
Okay.
Turn around again here.
Don't worry, I'm covering our backs.
At least I have a shield.
At least I have
So-
Maximo.
Looking to the right, you see a pneumatic door, not the one you came through, a locked one. Looking left, you will see the corridor that you came from.
Oh nice, we have flickering light.
Oh yes. It's also because I need to move map. There we go. There we go. Oops.
Ooh, I'm blinded by the light.
Oh, that is your problem. Blink less then. Or maybe more.
So we have to open that door over there or so.
Can we
Not
move?
Well, yes, you can.
Maximo will move towards door and see what happens.
The other way is towards where you came from.
Oh, so that's the way we came from.
No.
This-
This is not the way you came from. This is the way you came
this is
from.
where we came from.
Yeah, this is where you have to go.
Oh,
But
the way you
Maximo
came
only
from.
goes to the right, not the left.
Well, I wish you luck in opening that pneumatic door.
Can I open it quietly?
No,
Hmm.
it has a terminal.
Can I just hold my finger to my lips and just shh, door open quietly?
Also, this is more of a bulkhead than a normal pneumatic door. Like, this is basically a wearing security lockdown door.
Oh, so which means Maximo can't open it.
noted.
Oh boy.
Oops, I hit the wrong button. I needed to rotate token to the right.
So I got one more. 4.
20% west.
I can see your.
I just did see the ping of it. I don't know if it was a glitch or anything, but
Well, your little arrow thing pops up, yes.
I mean, that's implying that I'm calculating from each position, not from a relevant point.
Oh no.
it's guesstimation.
It's all guesstimation. Always has been. Also, what's going on there? Move your tokens properly.
We can move again?
No, I'm saying I have a Lucas on Maximus' shoulder. I had the Muldoon sitting on his boot. Leave the Progrin alone. Move.
Well,
I'm
Maximo was just
slowly.
trudging there, so you know.
See, I'll just move backwards a bit so I can stay
Alright.
behind. I am behind group now.
1,
Yes.
2,
You hear a loud thunking from over to the left,
Left noises, not good.
as if something is banging against metal, like metal banging against metal forcefully.
Oh no, we find another tech priest and who find a toaster.
Oh no.
Yes, I still have movement here, so 3.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I'll do 4.
I love me. You hear something from your left. Meanwhile, Docs, no, I don't think I do. Docs,
Uh-oh.
you see a silhouette, a shadow, if you will, and I think you can see a little bit more than that on the map.
Yeah, kind of see it. Well, I just see the back of it or something.
I
Mhm.
see. Our little tech priest boy is going shiver mode. Did he turn on his vibration? Something clinked.
I just kind of look over to the guys and just put my finger close to where my mouth would be, like, quiet.
What?
All right.
No, I did not do that.
It does have life consequences. Full life consequences, John Freeman.
All right. Continue on, please.
He was sitting at the computer.
So we need to go this way, I think.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Go to the right. It is
These
the right
pneumatic
way.
doors have been opened as you guys opened them, if you
Yay.
remember.
2,
So you're to blame.
3.
Uh, is it safe to go right to here?
Uh,
Or, I mean, because the floor looks a little different
Docs is
there.
the only one who hasn't moved. Yeah, it's another flickering lights area, I think.
Okay, it just kind of looked like this
It's
is like
a
a bottom
base.
floor and there's like a empty way, so I guess.
Well, animation could break on your end as well, unfortunately. But it's working on stream though, so that's good. So audience
then let
can
me
see
just.
the flickering light. But
I shall just reload it, yes.
you could.
I was wondering why they weren't flickering. Oh well.
Animation can break sometimes due to strange Roll20 things.
Thank you, Roll20.
You can actually turn off and enable animated graphics inside your setting areas and turn it back on, and it should fix it.
Alright. Well,
No need a refresh.
so you guys. Let's see here. Oh boy. You guys may move. And
Ooh.
honestly, I'd highly advise it.
Then Maximo will move stealthily, quietly, fastly.
Okay.
Dogs is just running for the objective.
I can speed walk here.
Well, I guess he has the lowest stealth score, so yeah.
Yeah, and I can't because
And probably the most movement speed here.
Alright.
Yeah.
You guys.
Run with your tiny metal legs.
His
You guys
legs were
move.
made for walking.
I guess Maximo move ahead of 3 more meters. With a slow speed, making sure Muldoon's in front of him so he can see where he's going.
I
It'll be
move up to
bad.
here, and that's
It would
about
be
it.
running into a wall or something. Or going
Don't know
down
if I
the
should
wrong
move,
way.
So get too far away from these guys, but
Like the only threat is the obliterators.
Lucas, Lucas, no, Lucas. We
Yes.
can't just ignore what you just did.
Wait, what?
Oh
Lucas
no.
literally he saw the obliterator approach turned 180. If I don't look at it, it's not there.
You know what the funny thing is? I did. If you had said anything, because my screen, I had on my left, I saw just the empty corridor, Maximo, and a little bit of Muldoon. I turned around just to see where Dox was gonna
You
go.
know what? That's even more fitting. So Lucas turns around to look at the way he's going, and then turns to look back with his night vision. And Maximo and Muldoon is usually next to him. You kind of see him freeze in place.
It's behind me, isn't it?
Luke, all I'm gonna, you just see Lucas not saying a word, finger up, saying, essentially, do not move an inch.
Is it a fucking raptor?
I will tell you this. What do you look at, Lucas, since you're the only one who can say that right now? What with dogs having moved, I think?
No, I moved.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
Over here.
he moved. He's
Everyone,
not paying
don't
attention.
panic. Suddenly
I can
scream,
somewhat
run!
see it, but my vision kind of stops right there. So
Yeah. Let me put it this way.
I can
What
see
you
the
see,
shadow of
Lucas, is the form of a creature that appears to be wearing this uh, steel gray armor with black and yellow stripes on it. Its head appears to have been some sort of mold between flesh and metal with like teeth peering like a maw, more like more like a dog's like more like a hound's maw than a human mouth coming out of the front of the helmet,
So it's a
with two
furry.
large tusks coming out of the sides.
So it is a furry. No! Revenge of the Furries! Not again!
There is several magnoculars popping out of where its eyes would be, like like a sort of array of optical sensors.
Yep.
On its left arm, you see a cacophony of blades that whir and buzz. Some of them appear to be simple claws, others are like chain blades, literally tearing through flesh to come out and rip at things. There is like power blades sticking out of its arm at several points, just powering up and down
Yep.
with this faint glow. Its other arm, however, is the most interesting. As you see, a mutating blob of metal and flesh, and I'm going to roll as to what it mutates into this turn. And
Uh-oh.
we rolled a 4. So you see the arm that's like basically a cascade of blades remains relatively as is, just basically what I can describe as a flesh made morning star of sorts.
Uh-huh.
And the other arm turns into this like essentially, have you seen like how on a dreadnought they have these arms that are like heavy weapon armaments?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So
I know where this is going.
imagine you took every plasma, melta, flamer, every energy weapon one of those,
Uh-huh.
applied a lot of redundant flesh over them and mixed them all into one thing. And that's the kind of thing that bursts out of its arm. And it kind of slams into the ground as its body can't even lift this cavalcade of weapons. As it lets out a roar that's more like a pained howl through the metal. It's something between metal sounds and what you can assume to be a war cry.
Oh boy.
Maximo hair stands straight on its their ends. Maximo's also mustache twitches and bends in the wrong way, and just Maximo is spooked.
And oh boy.
Do I have to do a fear check just in case?
You don't have to do a fear check with this one, actually.
Okay.
Oh boy.
However, it has a range of fuck.
Is this where
That's
we
a
all
lot of
die?
rage.
That
Oh
is-
no!
Let's see. You're within 14. How far are you from it?
Oh no.
But Maximo is the big red target.
Uh huh.
Well, yes, but
No.
Yes, but
It's
no.
gonna get all of us.
Well, good
I'm
thing
gonna show you
out
one
the
of its
corridor.
abilities. It's time we start getting introduced to its abilities, I think.
Oh no.
I'm
It's
Should we
first
just
ability.
play the funny chase music?
Please tell me it's firing my laser.
There we go.
Almost.
Makes a multi-attack on all enemies without suffering a DN penalty. Well, that's unfortunate.
Also, it has Architect of a Ruin, so at the beginning of its turn, I gain 1 ruin.
Well, time for an epic battle.
And let's find some appropriate music. I think this is a fitting song. Just by the name alone. Actually, no, you know what?
It's death metal. Spooky. Here we go. That worked.
So it's going to unleash this gigantic energy beam towards you. That's a mixture of fire, plasma, melta, all of it. It's basically just a solar beam mowing down the corridor.
Well, Maximo is gonna die, but he'll survive.
Here you go, Maximo.
And
Here's your light.
Maximo, you see a light. Do not walk towards it.
Okay.
Coming towards you.
It's not golden light, so therefore it's not good light.
And now it's going to roll for the attack.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Brace for impact.
is it possible Maximo can actually encompass hallway and just take all the hits?
He rolls a 3 for his attack roll.
So, which one he hits?
Well, the way I treat him is more like, you know, he blasts into an area, like a salvo.
Okay.
So, the first attack will go for the nearest one, so the 3 is to hit Maximo.
Okay. That would hit.
Alright, so it's going to unleash its energy barrage now.
Okay. It has to do its attacks as well to Lucas, Muldoon, and then they will do the bad damage.
Oh wait,
Does
I
he even
forgot
see
to...
me?
Yes,
Wait.
I forgot to put it off private rolls. Hold on, I'll roll again. If it's better than a 3, then it's going to be a 3.
Actually, is Muldoon kind of safe? He's not.
Yeah, I'm kinda in cover, even if he's
He's
not
having a
standing
hard time with
there.
line of sight, so Muldoon should be safe.
Yeah, if it's like straight on this way and stuff, but
Alright, so roll the complication.
Oh
I
no,
don't
he
know
dropped
if he
his
gets
weapon.
any complication. Unless it's adversary or elite.
Oh, it is adversary.
So which means it can do complications. Ha ha ha.
Yes,
It means we are
ah,
2d6 out of ammunition, please.
36. Let's see here. 36. What's a 36? Dropped weapon.
Ha!
Somehow
was
spits
joking.
one of its weapons out of its body.
Yeah,
It just
basically
falls off.
unleash the beam, but before she can continue on after Maximo, his hand starts to mutate spontaneously again. And he's not able to continue his shooting.
Woohoo!
wait,
Maximo
he
takes
just
the
shot
brunt
his
of the
arm
day.
off.
No, Max. Basically, his gun was shooting so hard it splurts itself out.
Well, not necessarily. I just said his hand basically starts to mutate in the middle of the attack again, because I don't know if you
Because
saw the name on the placard there, Rampant Obliterator. This thing is not as in control as other obliterators, right? It's more akin to an animal.
Well, we can't see its name, so it's fine.
no, it's because Maximo's holy power.
See,
Shoot the
Maximo
Maximo.
is...
The Maximo's holy power is mutating him back because he's powering the warp
However, it
now.
will hit maximum,
Of course. Do your worst.
and it has the following keywords, I will say.
Okay.
Arc 2, which doesn't do anything to you right now.
Yeah.
Inflict on fire.
Okay.
No.
Melta, which doesn't come into account right now because I think you're farther than short range. You're
Okay.
definitely farther than short range.
Uh-huh.
Arad 2,
Okay.
which if I'm correct, Arad is a damage modifier, I think.
Well, let me see. I'm gonna go
let's
down
see.
to...
Extra damage dice for Arad weapon, you add the rating to the result of the dice. Yeah, so plus 2 to the dice result. And supercharge, but it wasn't using supercharge.
Because if it did, it would have hurt itself.
Actually, no, sorry. It is always firing supercharge. That's
So
why
it
it has
hits
the
itself
stats.
for 1d6 of mortal
Oh, boy.
wounds. Yes!
Yes.
So Maximo saved the day with his might of mustache.
He takes 5 mortal wounds.
So Maximo saves the day once again. Look out, sir. He gets in the way of everything.
Yeah, basically, the mutation begins to take place in the middle of the beam. So, as the gun gets absorbed, it kind of flashes through his arm and you see it like burning as it mutates.
By the
It
great
is not a
golden mustache,
creature-
Maximo is protected again by the holy energies.
Yes, and now Maximus is going to take the damage.
Alright, do your worst. Since I already
I
have an
will.
armor rating of 3, so...
I will, since this creature is going to use a ruin action called Veteran of the Long War.
Uh-oh.
It can add the game steer as ED to all his attacks for this round.
Okay, do your worst.
You're gonna regret it.
Of course.
He's going to spend his personal ruin for that. So he goes from 4 to 3.
Uh-huh.
Alright, so let's begin talking here.
Oh boy.
Firstly, that's minus 4 AP, but you only have a 3 armor, so
Okay.
your armor gets reduced by 3.
Okay.
What is your wounds maximum after that?
I have a, I have a wounds pool of 11. And also, since
Alright.
I'm minus 3, my resilience is from 11 to a 8. So...
To an 8. Alright, so 21 minus 8, that brings us to that minus 7. That would be 13 damage going through as a solar beam fires in your back, basically.
Yes. And this is where I'm going to play my campaign card, just for the fun of it. So I'm going to place it right in
Alright.
front of me, so you can ping it and show the audience. Because that'll reduce me to just Shift Z. Just Shift Z on it. And it'll pop it up for
oh.
them to see. There you go.
That will do.
Play this card
Uh,
when you are required to make a defiance check, or if you are reduced to 0 wounds by a single attack, regain 1d3 wounds and regain all shock and all 1 glory. So which means
Fair enough.
Maximo survives with 1d3 wounds. I defy you, monster thing.
For a turn.
Yes. While everyone else survives, see, Maximo survives with 1 HP.
Did you said all of his rage attack has the keyword Malta?
When he's in his energy barrage form, yes.
Well, he
That
lost his
sounds
energy
lovely.
barrage form because Maximo
shift
defied
into
him.
something else.
Yeah, sadly.
He could
See-
shift back into energy barrage depending on what the dice rolls.
So
What
at that
was
point,
damage
Maximo would have died at that point. But you know, he survived because the Emperor said no.
Alright.
now at, 10 wounds.
Lucas, it's your turn.
Yay.
Health's out the window.
I'm gonna give you some DM advice now, and I cannot over exaggerate this enough.
Run!
Run.
Thank-
Remember, folks,
Thank you,
in
DM
horror
and Muldoon,
movies,
as I'm going to full action book it like nobody's business.
Run.
Okay, question: which direction are we going? Straight forward or returning?
I think
I think you
down
should
this
go the right way.
But so I don't know if I can't. Oh, there's more.
So you're
hallway.
taking your full turn to just sprint. You can move triple your speed, so 12.
Actually, if you triples the speed with a full-on movement, it's actually 18. But that's a whole round action.
Oh, wait, yeah,
Yeah.
because 6, not 4, sorry.
Yeah.
18.
So
Yeah, because all stealth is
start
broken
with
by now
your-
because I got shot in the back despite my highest stealth score. So,
holy shit, that place, that's a that looks like that.
That's where you came through.
Oh, yeah. So
So we have to go this way then.
No, you have to go this way.
Okay, that way. All right.
Yeah, this is where you
that
came
way,
through.
the right
Yeah,
way.
with four.
Maximo said go the right way.
so I'd pretty much be booking it into the room.
Right into the smog thing, whatever it is the audience sees.
Yeah.
Lose it into the smoke.
Alright.
I suggest you guys do the same.
Dogs, I guess it's your turn.
Yep.
All right.
Look it.
So I could triple my speed if I use an action to move, right? To just keep running.
It's just
Well,
sprint
double your
like
speed, you have to spend your full turn moving.
yeah.
Booking it.
Okay. So with a movement of 8, so I got 3 times that, so it's 24 movement.
Uh,
I'll go
8 times
here.
3.
3
Yes.
times
24.
my movement.
yes.
Yeah.
Yep, just don't run into a wall. That'll be bad for you.
Do 11 here.
You're just doing the machine legs run from my hero.
Okay.
You just start flash running down the corridors.
I don't
Did
know
I
if
hear
I
the
could go
deja
through
vu
the door there,
soundtrack happen
so
in the background as dogs ran past me?
What?
Did I just hear the deja vu soundtrack fly past me when dogs went mad?
Well, you can't go through that door this time, but you can try to open it next turn.
okay.
Try?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm getting the feeling I might have to mess with the terminals in this room or something. I've seen.
Well, if Maximo has to, he'll run into the door and try to
Well,
open
there
it
is
that
a
way.
terminal and a pneumatic door. You don't need to go anywhere else.
Okay.
Muldoon, it's your turn.
So we are going south, right?
We're going down
Yes.
the right way, yes.
Alright. Plus 5.
To double
My
your movement is a simple action. To double your movement is a simple action and an action.
Mhm.
Alright. I'm just going to triple my movement.
Oh,
Since
Alright.
I didn't use
Okay.
the full movement, does that mean I still get an action?
Wait, how much do you move?
15, because my
Not
movement
you.
is 5.
15.
I guess, yeah, Docs, you still had an action. If you, I will allow you to roll me a tech test in retrospect to see if you can open the door.
Okay. Tech test?
Uh, yeah, just move to the square to your left if it's okay with you.
Oh, yeah. Because
There you
either
go.
way, it's about the same length, so...
Yeah.
so we had to go to the not right area.
Tech,
Actually, it is on his right side.
a
Alright,
3?
that is what you need.
Hey.
You managed to quickly punch the right things on the cogitator and the pneumatic door opens into an airlock.
Try to
Ooh.
open it.
Boom.
Just Doom Guy style. Hit the console, the doors open.
Beep beep.
Now this
Have
is
to
an
sing when we
airlock,
walk down. So you can hack
So-
it, right? No, punches console.
It's an airlock, so you know it will lock, do the whole airlock thing, and then it will open the other side. So if you guys plan to all head in there, you should head there fast.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well,
That being said, I guess it's Maximo's turn.
yep, Maximo uses 6 meters to run this way. He uses a simple action to run further 6 meters. And he will actually use his combat action to do one of his abilities known as Born Survivor. Use my survival will check instead of Medicaid to remove my own wounds, shock, and conditions, and do not suffer the usual DN for using not on yourself. So I'm going to try to heal myself somehow.
Alright?
With a
You
score
heal
3, I
yourself
think.
for 1 wound.
Yay! I now have 2 wounds left instead of 1. Woohoo!
Well, you doubled your health, so you know.
Yep, I doubled my health. And that'll be Maximo's turn.
Alright?
Maybe he'll survive a
The-
little longer.
Obliterator moves.
It's slow. I don't have to worry about it. I broke its line of sight.
slow.
Is it slow?
Oh fuck.
Oh, that sounds bad.
It's a
You
bull.
hear a rampant roar from from behind you all. And let's see here.
Oh boy.
It's time to do a thing. Measure, circle.
Oh.
Okay, you're safe. Maximo, you see explosions basically erupt on the corridor over here, across the corridor.
Maximo can't
As
see
it fires
shit.
a barrage of grenades and missiles down the corridor.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Feel a
thing
slight
is-
heat from the explosions, but luckily you're far enough away.
Yep.
Your back
Yeah,
is still
like-
cinched.
You feel the air burst behind your ears, like your ears just pop.
Oh my goodness, it's so breezy between my butt crack. Because Maximo's
you're
shiny
dead.
cheeks are burnt behind his suit.
Okay, I'm assuming we're going to get behind the door, close it, and force that thing to try and bash it down later, so...
Not unless I fall in hole.
Depends on how stupid it is. Yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna have to full action sprint inside.
I guess so.
Lucas, without saying a word, just races past you once that door opens. It's like, nope, not dealing with this.
And little did he know, there was a second obliterator waiting for him on the other side.
Don't you
fuck.
dare! Don't give the DM ideas!
Well, we probably sense another obliterator if there was one, so
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I'll move next, or...
Yes, go ahead.
Do I need to be close to reactivate the door
No,
to close
it will do it by itself in a few seconds.
Okay, I gotta figure out. Let's go here. Wait a bit to hurry.
Alright, I guess it's Malduni's turn.
hey, my turn. Oop. I assume if I stand here, I would still be inside the airlock thing.
They'd like you to stand somewhere that's not there.
Eh. Just wondering if I still can cast an action.
I mean, how much do you move?
My movement is 5, I moved 6.
Alright, yeah, you still have an action.
Alright. Alright. So, oh yeah, fantastic. I'm just going to put the firewall up as far as I can. What is 20 meters into the darkness? It's done.
It certainly feels toasty on Maximo's ass.
20, so yeah, up there.
Alright, so you're winning it as far as you can.
Yes.
And what is this firewall again? Remind me.
Give me a second. It has a long-winded explanation. Firewall. Oh Jesus.
It's the ends of the war concerning a wall of flames. Initially, you may fairly set this firewall as you please.
Range and line of sight.
Within our range and line of sight, so I assume
Oh,
something
that's
like
not
this. Something like this, maybe. Just create a firewall so it doesn't follow.
yeah! Just whoop fire, voila. And I'm assuming I need to manifest it, which is, oh, that's a 12.
Little did Muldoon know that this room was full of methane gas.
Oh no! Oh no! And the glory! Yay! Oh, that's really good. I'm going
Wait,
to
it caused all the
You
explosions.
could say this
back there.
dungeon stinks.
I'm going to shift 4 to get plus 2 AD on the damage.
Ooh.
But you're not dealing any damage to anything right now.
You can deal damage to the facility.
It's a sustained power. I'm going to sustain that
Yeah,
power up.
when something passes through, or if it's there when you summon it.
Yeah.
Also has to be within line of sight. So the moment that airlock closes, you can't
Aw.
sustain it after that.
Yeah, then. Still.
I guess you manifested. No complications.
Yeah.
Alright, Maximo?
Maximo, it's your turn.
Okay, Maximo is going to activate his ability perk and just do a full-on charge of Beerum out of me way. You know, pushing hand ahead like football style. You know, just like in Dark Tide.
Yes.
Not go all doing the Lucas there.
Lucas
run him over
and
like bowling balls.
Muldoon, both of you have 5 stacks of bleeding now. Because he's running, goring your ass.
I didn't use bleeding rut on him. They just get stunned.
Alright, so please take down the firewall because I'm stunned.
Yep.
And I get melee bonus out of this. So I get plus 2 dice, and I'm not gonna hit you.
And I'm going to hit
I'm
Lucas.
just gonna. I'll just, for narrative's sake, I'll just say Maximo charging
Maximo
maybe
hits the
stumble
gritty.
back. Maybe stumble back towards the wall, like no, and like okay.
Alright, you find yourselves inside the airlock. Now it's
Yeah,
the obliterator's
yes, the
turn.
gritty, a famous Vistroyan dance.
It's a gritty.
Let me see what's the last sound you're going to hear from this thing for now.
Something about screaming goats.
No, not the.
You hear more missiles being fired.
Good.
It's going ballistic. Alright,
I will
guys.
say ICBM later. I
Alright,
guess that
so
jettisoned to a bad joke.
there is no terminal to open the door in here. Unfortunately, you just have to wait. But after waiting for a few seconds, a little light flickers where it should normally be lit, and then you hear and the other door opens. And now you may move.
Now Maximo is
By the way, the
able.
wall of fame doesn't say I need to be line of sight to sustain the power, but
It requires line of sight for you to shape it, so
yeah, not to sustain it.
Huh.
no, I'm saying it requires that, so to sustain it, you would need the same requirements.
All right.
It's not like D&D where you can maintain concentration and hit metal while you're in another city.
Eh,
Right.
and why not? Well, I assume we are going to run still, because
Maximo
if you-
doesn't feel too healthy after that. It hurts.
Maximo can spend. No, wait. Can you keep spending turns trying to medicate yourself?
Let me read that.
can I
It
help
doesn't say any
Maximo?
turn limits, which means
So I guess you can spend your action to just keep slowly healing yourself.
I
Mhm.
would
Just
like
just
to
grabbing
help
some malts and wires and tying your wounds together.
no. It's
Uh,
because my under synth skin is starting to heal slowly, so Maximo will start using his combat actions to do his healing.
If I had a Medicaid kit, I'll probably help out, but
No, Maximo can do it all by himself. But thank you. Because Maximo does have that regenerating factor.
Alright, I'd highly
just has to
advise
stay out of
you
combat.
guys get moving because the airlock will close up soon.
All right.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's get through quickly. Move, move.
So Maximo will spend his movement to keep up with the group. Even simple action run if have to, and he'll use his combat action to heal.
Alduna suggests using some sort of action to move further,
7.
so you're not in the airlock when it closes.
Yeah, you don't want to be door stuck.
yeah,
Or
You
we have
don't want to
start
be
hitting
me
you
in
with
Deep
the
or
knife.
Galactic.
Yeah.
Okay. So where are we exactly now?
Power rerouting station
Okay.
and a dead end.
Yep.
All right.
love
Then.
it.
Oh, so I'll just hit survival again to see what happens. If that's okay with you.
Alright. Yep.
4 in a comp.
I
I don't think I need
well,
any complications because I'm not using any docs
rolling a
tools.
complication and a medical test results in losing one shock or one wound.
No.
With
Unless you're using a docs tools, yes.
oh, right, it was the dog stool thing, right?
Yeah, that's docs
Sorry,
tools.
the only time I ever played the medic was when I was a mad dog.
Yeah. Because
I
it doesn't say any
grafted somebody's-
complications.
I grabbed an extra arm on somebody and called them a cadendrite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, literally cut off an orc's arm, then stitched on another orc's back, and gave it a wrench to hold, and now it was a multi-tool macadendrite.
I can roll a combat complication if it needs
No,
to be.
it's fine. You restore 2 wounds with that.
All right then.
Can Maximo be helped with that survival check sound? In the
Not
future,
really.
of course.
Huh?
Not really. It's an ability he has.
Yep, I can spend it on myself with no complication or penalty. I just can't use it on anyone else. If I do have to use it, I have to deal with a higher difficulty number. But it's not as effective.
Alright, so.
So this is basically Maximo's excuse to have his regeneration factor. He just has to focus on it.
So here's what we're gonna do.
Sit here and panic until it shows up until we have to run again.
So, dogs, you may feel free to step into the power routing. There is a terminal on the side of these generators, and as you can see from stepping inside, all but one generator have been
Busted.
well, are basically fried. This is currently the only working generator, generator 5.
So it's not deep
Alright.
fried. Okay.
And see, here's the funny thing. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Whereas normally you would expect to go in a row, but you know, whatever. So generator 5 has a little cogitator on it, which you can easily access.
Mechanics are weird.
And on it right now, it says that it's currently rerouting power to keep certain, like, basically routing power to keep critical, critical functions, let's say.
You could say it's connected to life support.
Not exactly. This place is kind of isolated, so yeah, there is some life support, but as I said, you
Eh,
guys already have void suits, so
who needs to breathe?
yeah, you guys have your void suits on, so even if there was no life support, which there isn't, you'll be okay. You can see though that somebody has essentially rerouted the critical functions of this generator, so it's not prioritizing anything like oxygen or life support or maintaining lights or any sort of system. You can see it has been routed to maintain surveillance and the security doors. Essentially, you can route power to the weapon and its console, but you have to make one of two choices here. Either A, you route power from surveillance, but in that way, you're basically going to. Remember how Vector is kind of keeping an eye on this facility through surveillance?
We
Yeah,
can always plug it back up after we're done.
Oh no, this time you're gonna have to like remove and then go to the weapon thing.
Yeah. We can always plug it back.
You mean after you deal with the obliterator?
Maybe.
Well, after that, it won't matter.
Because you just want to explode, you know.
Yeah. However, there's two things going on here. One is the surveillance systems. So if you take those out, Vector essentially goes blind, but he can still operate the facility. It's just he has no visuals on anything. So you kind of see how that will arise some complications with a weapon, for example,
All we have to
when
do is
it's
just
time
tell
to
them.
shoot.
Yeah.
Exactly, he'd have to rely on relayed information, so that will incur a penalty.
Left, right.
Is it,
The
is it
other-
possible that we can put a alternate power source on the using a las pack for the surveillance?
A last pack will not do anything. Hell, even 100 last packs will not do anything.
What do you mean? Okay.
We're talking about machinery that requires like immense power to function.
Even for surveillance? Man, the electric bill is terrible.
Yeah, the mechanicals don't pay taxes. The Emperor decreed so when he gave them religious autonomy. So the other thing is you could disable the security doors. Now, pros of that, we keep eyes on the facility, so Vector can still do his job. Cons of that, all those doors that have been locked, yeah, you no longer need to worry about unlocking them.
That's more easier to deal with because all we have to do is just avoid being obliterated by the obliterator again.
You know,
However,
it's easy.
I will say, since you do have a member of the Mechanicus here, I can allow docs to roll a tech test to see if there is a, let's say,
Third
little
option.
secret faction option. Yeah, the Baldur's Gate in parentheses Mechanicus option.
My class option.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Your ace option, technically, if you
You
think
have
about
your
it.
keyword. You have the keyword option.
Yes. Keywords, they matter.
They
Here we
do.
go.
Surprising, right?
Yes. 7
Damn.
in glory.
How
Would you like to
glorious.
rat that to get more?
I think 7 is enough for a success.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You could use that glory for something else, like survival, maybe.
If I made a hyper specific roll that only one faction in the whole universe can make, and put it on a DC higher than a 7, man, would I be a dick.
It's 7.5.
Anyway, so you find a third option by essentially looking into stuff that like somehow still have power, like essentially power runoffs of sorts, and you see you could like essentially shut down a bunch of like the cogitators in the room you guys came in through.
The speakers,
Or
the disco lights.
yeah, basically you find there's like some power runoffs which will allow you to give power to the weapon without uh, without having to disable the security doors or the surveillance systems. However, that comes at a cost. The cost is that the weapon, instead of taking one turn to aim, one turn to power up, and one turn to fire, it's gonna take 2 turns to aim and power up because power outages.
Ah.
Is the other things are just one turn too? Or are those 2 turns up?
Basically, if you power it from one of the major sources, the weapon will take only 1 turn to aim and 1 turn to power up, 1 turn to aim, and then it will fire. If you give it power from the other sources, it will take 2 turns to power up, 2 turns to aim, and 1 turn to fire. So you go from a 3 turns. So basically, you go from you need to keep him in that room for 3 turns at least, to you need to keep him in that room for at least 5 turns.
Can we switch the lesser powers to the door?
No.
See, I don't care about the security
Aw.
problem. I can actually use the interaction attack to trip him up. And since it doesn't have a good enough agility, I just assume. So which means we could trip it. And I can use my athletics to hold it still for a bit. Actually cause a hindrance on it. Give it the hindered
You could
condition of
attempt
moving
that.
half speed.
You could attempt that.
Or actually, no, that's staggered. Hindered is actually increases difficulty, which Lucas could try by hitting it in the face with something.
No.
Interaction attack it to the point it can't do anything.
And what do you exactly think I should hit him with? The butt of my rifle? That thing is so big. It's gonna look at me like I just hit it with a wet sock.
You have a flashlight in your hand. You know what you do to monsters when you have a flashlight. Let you flash it in their eyes.
You played enough Dead by Daylight to know how to do this.
Exactly. And since your lasgun is technically an Imperial flashlight, what's the difference?
So basically, there's 3 options. Either we have to keep that thing with you in that room longer. Keep in mind, there is cover in that room, so the whole idea is, you can use the cover and other methods to like
What is to
essentially.
cover the Maximo when he can't get behind it?
Oh, so I'm gonna be reenacting the final fight in Bionicle 2. Great, let's do this.
Yeah, you need to weather it down to 0, and then it needs to be shot. And if the shot is successful, we're gonna take it down. If the shot fails by any means, either it did not stay down long enough for the aim, or something else, then I guess that's another few turns of combat.
Well, Maximo will survive. Has enough time passed by to Maximo use another survival check to try to heal again?
I will say that at this point, I will allow you to like, since you can just do that as much as you want.
Well, as not as much. Yeah, as long as I have enough turns for it.
Probably
Yeah,
take
I'll
turns
say.
like this.
Depending how you want to do it.
It is rather interesting because technically there's nothing stopping you from just healing to full over a good amount of time.
Yeah.
And you guys would be here for like a couple of minutes while this happens.
And
With
how
dogs
long
trying
do
to
you
figure things out.
How long do you
I like to
manage your
say,
turns?
like 2 turns at least or so.
Well, I mean, it's more like a couple of minutes for you to like gather all this data, analyze, see what would be the right course. I can say that Maximo can go back to full without like. You're gonna need it, so might as well.
So Maximo is back at full wounds by just slowly healing in the process in the background with his healing factor. He'll survive this day.
Maximo goes very.
So I guess I'll relay to the.
The thing is, Maximo may be healed, but his uniform is not. And his
We
butt
have
cheeks
3
are still
options we
showing
can take
up
for
behind
this.
his uniform.
Also, technically speaking, I don't want to be the metagaming sort, but you guys could just, have a respite here and get back to shock and wounds anyway as much as you want, since this bulkhead locked area with no other ways in. Like, you guys could literally get a full rest in here and nothing would stop you, so me telling Maximo, yeah, go back to full is no big deal. But you guys would never do metagaming like that, right?
We already full.
It's not like we just do long rests scumming inside Baldur's Gate 3 before we do our next dungeon bout, right?
Or inside the dungeon.
Yeah,
Or before the boss. Who would do that?
Yeah, exactly.
So this way normally I don't build safe areas in dungeons, but with this thing around I kinda had to.
Well, the thing is, at least a quick save option just popped up.
Oh, there's a typewriter in the corner. Fun.
Yeah. So, in short, dogs.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I relay the information. We have 3 options that we could go. Option 1, we could take down the security systems, in which case would reroute the power to the gun. Unfortunately, it will disable Vector's sight, so it'll be difficult for him to aim, in which case he will rely only on us communicating to him. Second option is that we could disable all security doors, which case will unlock all doors in this area. But unfortunately, that will prevent us from locking in the obliterator in the testing facility. There is a third option where I could disable some redundant systems here, but it won't be enough power. It will needs a bit more time to charge up.
Well, I assume time is of the essence of this mission. Well, just look at Maximo, what that guy did to him.
You look at Maximo, he looks fine.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
How did this
Okay,
happen?
See, my back looks fine. It's just you see my great golden butt cheeks showing through my uniform.
Yeah.
Because
Maximo, turn around to show the damage.
shows the damage and just see.
There is 2 moons.
You don't even see a burn scar on his back.
There's no back part of his uniform.
You just see just a burnt hole in his back and just like. Just like those
Our backs
one-sided
also, right?
business uniforms that you look full
Yes,
business in
just the
front, but you look like you're
front-facing
wearing
one.
a garter belt and other straps behind.
Yes, I have a T-Mods. Finally enough, I was introduced to T-Mods 40k.
See, I'm just wearing a half uniform.
Yeah, it's like...
Business in the front, party in the back.
Yeah, it's like...
And I'm not even wearing a mullet.
the army I like was the tuxedo one, and then the garters on the mirror is like the army I play at tournaments.
Yeah. Did you find the meme and posted it?
I will send later.
Okay. In the meantime, what do we do
Uh,
now? Did we lose it?
Well, I assume it's not really wise to wait longer with that thing in the room. And the security doors are really useful. Like, that thing is just going to hunt us down either way.
If you make noise,
Well,
yes.
if we get into that room, we could close the doors on it in there and prevent it from leaving the room.
Well, we only need one shot.
We only hope we could take it down in one shot.
Wait, that thing can't take it down?
It will, but again,
Then we just need to survive
Possibly.
until it shoots, right?
yes.
Okay, to remind you all of your job here, you have to basically get that thing in that room, weather it down to the point where it goes down, and then
Oh.
when it's incapacitated, blast it.
Oh.
Luckily for Maximo, he has ways. I got
Lucky
plenty
for
of ways.
Maximo,
So-
he brought just enough firepower to defend himself, right?
Yes.
So the possibility that the
I
third
got
option
2 frag
might
bombs, 3 frag grenades, and a heavy bolter with an ammo drum.
Yes, because it could power up, it could aim while we are withering it down.
Yes,
thing
it can
is-
power up and aim while you're withering it down. It just, if the thing changes position for whatever reason, it has to aim again.
Well, lucky for me, Maximo has a plan.
Oh no, you're going to
However,
strangle that thing.
However, you can also relay whether he has visual or not
Fire?
to Vector. You can relay that he should be aiming in another area if you think you can essentially goad its movement. This is a matter of which.
You are using your movement to relay to Vector to aim. Alright.
No, it's a simple action to relay.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was a free action.
Well, I'm saying it's a simple action because basically both speaking and interacting with an object,
Oh. Okay.
Vox communications. So there's that.
But yeah, then if that's the situation, then option 3 is definitely the better one.
Yeah, the only problem
Go
is
6 rounds with it.
the only problem with that is even if you have the perfect aim by the end of it, like have it locked in, it's there, you know what to do. You still have to go at least 5 rounds with it. Well, at least 4 rounds, I guess.
I assume
I
it
guess
has a
even
lot of
five.
health.
Yeah.
So we kinda
Keep
need
in
that kind of
mind-
turn to wither
Keep
it
in
down.
mind, you guys have taken down a tank in one turn. Shit has happened. However, this is a Terminator on steroids.
Maybe
Tank, Terminator or steroids? Tank, Terminator or steroids?
Or is it?
maybe we could just relay to Vector where it's positioned and work from that. So we have short charge for that. And I think I'll probably do most of my combat actions of playing my laser pointer at it, so you guys get bonuses to hit it and stuff.
We like your laser. It's really useful.
Well, yours do damage. Mine does nothing. Except giving you guys bonus damage for it.
So it does damage.
Yeah, but not directly.
You know what? You know what would be really useful here?
I was actually doing something.
No. If somehow you had some tools that could help you in this situation, like those 2 acquisitions that you guys got from doing your side quests.
The
Hmm.
monoscope.
I wonder what those items were.
A big bomb. And some crack grenades.
And looking at the clock, I think it will be a very good thing to ponder over the next 2 weeks.
Or is it?
We got high-grade explosives, people. We can easily mince that thing's health down fast.
I know. I
This is-
did say I have 2 frag bombs and 3 frag grenades for a reason. Maximo has a plan.
Thing. All I'm saying is, you guys are hitting
Maximo is
into-
going to unload, put his big load in its ass.
all I'm saying.
Final
Oh.
words of
You
a
killed him.
Ogren before he lost his pants.
Okay, we're getting an extra glory next session for that one.
If you remember.
Because if
I
I give
got-
it now, there is no
I got
point.
2 massive frag bombs. And
Anyway,
they're loaded.
Of course, I have crack grenades, so...
but yeah,
This is
maybe
gonna
you
go
guys should consider what your little gifts from the Requisitorium and the Mechanicum were between these sessions. Maybe it was just the right tools to take this thing down. We can discuss about that.
No, because
See,
we are
maybe I can
hoarders and we are
ask
going to
Docs
use
to
the
make
top
my
captain.
make me a tank grenade with the 2 frag bombs and 3 frags.
Technically speaking, these are items you guys should have already had when you left.
Mm-hmm.
It's just nobody has ever brought up a discussion in the group chat about what we should do with those things. So
Well, now
I'd
we
like you
do.
guys to make a decision. But we'll do that in the time between, and this time you will remember.
You
Right?
know, shove it down into Harrow's throat.
Well, basically, here's the ultimatum essentially. We either find something to do with those acquisitions, or we fight an obliterator without them, and
Well, I was
Yeah.
saving this potion for after the boss fight, but I guess.
I was saving this Phoenix down for after we all died.
Now,
Maximo got better.
Maximo got better.
See?
Like
It's
literally.
fine!
Yeah. See?
Yeah, but-
Maximo is the is the big boy, the big man of the group. That's why I find him so
I
endearing.
can already imagine relaying what happened down here to Arlen. And then I died. What? I got better.
I got better. And then he turned me
got
into a
better.
newt. What? Then I got better. And I burst into flames. Muldoon proclaims and just, don't you do that already? I do. Just,
But better!
but. And what did you do? I just stood there and watched, pointed lasers at things.
And what did it do? Just flashback of howling screams and rockets.
It tried chasing the lasers. It had a head of a dog and it acted like a dog when I pointed out the laser, and it started chasing it. Conveniently in the way of the giant laser cannon down there. Erling, what laser cannon? It blew itself up. Oh.
Yeah.
That's
a shame.
Man, if
Anyway.
only we had access to the contents of that vault before killing the boss. Oh well. Too bad loot systems in games are never there when you need them.
Why did I use a master lockpick just to get 3 gold out of this thing?
Who can
Stupid
say
RPG
where
mechanic.
the
Commons.
road goes? Where
This is
the
a-
day flows?
Skyrim PTSD. It's a master lock, only opened for 3 gold and an apple, and just like, you cheeky waffle. I wasted 14 lockpicks for this.
Alright, so we have something to think about. And with that, I think it's time to see ourselves out because I think we're high on time now.
Whoa, I didn't know that. Wow.
I mean, Art, are we high on time?
Still good.
So you say we just spaced out,
I
man?
mean, hell, I'm pretty much good. Good for tonight. Good tonight. I don't have to go to work.
Oh, why? What's the day?
My last day off for the week.
No, dude. Amazing.
Wait, wasn't it?
I have 3 days off this week.
Ah,
Yes.
huh? Didn't you have 5 days off last week?
No, last week was 2. This week is 3. Don't ask. Just don't question.
The math don't add.
He's
Don't
asking.
Don't question. Just accept, consume, and move on.
All right, fair enough. I will
Remain
not
confused.
question.
Eat your spaghetti.
I already did before the session. All right, I will just remain ignorant and confused and see ourselves out
Good.
because
Continue eating your spaghetti. It's
we
falling out
have
of your
some
pockets.
equipment to discuss about, and an obliterator takedown, and neither of those things are we ready for.
Just you wait until I get my next card and see what happens.
I mean,
Well, I got one that's gonna help us, but it depends if
I
we have to
mean,
resolve.
if your card says you kill the next adversary encounter in one blow, man, would that be helpful?
You know, that's
I
impossible
mean, I
because
do
don't have a
have
card like
something
that.
that might help with it. Make sure you actually hit it, maybe.
Gee, I
Right.
wonder what that card is.
Well, it's not a card, but an ability, but
Well, I mean, you could use your card on this one too, Docs. I just wonder how the fuck.
How would that work exactly?
yeah, that would be an awkward one to figure out how that happens.
Well then,
I'll say it after the stream, so no spoilers for people.
No. But let's don't spoil the others either.
Eh,
They'll find out when they find out.
Find
Doc's
out
secret-
next time
Doc's
in
secretly on
Warhammer
fires.
Fall Z.
my secret trump card must use at the opportune moment.
You're saying it's going to be huge?
And nasty. So, let's see everybody out of here. Starting off with the one and only Maximo.
Hello, it's me, Maximo. As you know, I'm being played by Big Mech Plays, also known Bullguts the Mad Mech, VTuber extraordinaire from a galaxy far away heading towards you. As you know, I play the Vestroyan Ogre Warrior who has miraculous healing abilities, which makes him a special boy.
We're still
Other than
unaware
that-
if he's a Terminator, like, you know, a Terminator movie Terminator, or if he's just a perpetual, but we'll figure it out.
Well, all depends of how well you read my backstory.
How about
Since I
your
did-
backstory?
They had backstories.
Maybe.
I'll explain later.
I'm
I did
a
been-
real with you, Chief.
I've
I
been
have
hinting
s-
about every time when Maximo takes grievous wounds, you see a metal underneath his skin, so this heal back over.
He's just Arnold from the 80s.
Yeah, he'll be back.
So where is the chopper?
I mean, hey Maximo,
He's
where is the chopper?
Where's the chopper? Well, get to
Oh.
the chopper. Let's
No,
see.
I was referring to the orc chopper.
Oh, that's my bayonet. Anyways,
I mean, with so many girls around, one of them is bound to have one, right?
well, if I have to pull one on stream, so be it.
Oh, we can do that?
Yeah, I can. You guys can.
SpongeBob, we have technology.
Yeah, chopper is great technology, just like the shovel. It's groundbreaking.
Ooh.
Fucking
Sorry.
hell.
Can you dig it?
Alright, after that, speaking
Let's
of
shovel
shovels.
on to the next character now.
Yeah, speaking of shovels, Lucas, hello.
Uh,
It's
greetings.
fun because
This
you're here.
this is Art of War playing Lucas, as I am constantly made aware of being a Gmod ragdoll by our lovely DM. And missing limbs from everyone here.
At least
Whatever
you
do you
keep
mean?
dredging on.
God
Oh,
damn
someone
it.
died. Oops.
I don't understand. What is the issue?
Put Dots in a Gmod server, he'll understand very quickly.
Yeah,
My legs are augmatic as well.
see, we have entered the Dark RPG mod server in this dungeon, and the admin is out there trying to find us because we're using funny mods.
Man. Lethal Company with mods is weird.
Yeah, no, right?
I see this weird furry creature looking at me and asking me about jumping and doing jacks. That's weird. That's funny.
Obliterator mod for Little Company when?
Well, luckily enough, they do have a model change ability, which means if I can find it and find someone who's managed to do it, I can actually have a Maximo model installed into Lethal Company. And we can actually have all our characters as Lethal Company stuff. This Muldoon won't have his psychic powers, and I don't have my gun.
Your size. It will be a regular Maximo. Maximo the Fostoria Guardsman.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, on to our next protagonist. Aside for... actually, unless Arat had something else to say.
No.
Simply to say, he's no anime protagonist.
Alright, Muldoon, the actual anime protagonist with the firebending abilities.
Nope, there's no ladies fawning over him for no reason.
Hey, look, he has the white hair, the glowing eyes.
He's
It doesn't
just
have
a
a hair, but-
random background character in the spotlight.
I was Crazy Pet, who was playing Muldoon. It was fun as always, and hope you enjoyed it, guys.
Nice. And our Korean anime protagonist, Docs404.
Hello, this is Docs404, being played by Dr. Lulumoon. And now I'm gonna go get pizza for dinner.
Nice.
You cheeky
Just
waffle.
sitting right in front of me.
I bet
Oh,
the
no,
I
cheese
don't
is
want
still
to look
melting.
at the microphone.
It's
But I
bread
thought your window first.
with extra steps.
It's not a microphone, it's a macrophone.
Well,
Dial it
here's
in,
the thing.
boys.
Since we always make some sort of food reference towards the end of these, I do have one for this one. And my question is aged dairy organic milk with tomato puree over whole wheat bread an explanation of pizza?
No, it's just a tomato pie with cheese.
Well, you know, aged milk is cheese.
I know, that's why I said tomato pie
True.
with cheese.
I mean, you could also be talking about a lasagna pie for all we know.
You mean spaghetti cake?
You put your lasagna in a what now?
You'd be surprised what we Americans have thought of to discredit others.
Maximo, cut the feed. I'm about to cut
And
another
take
leg.
it out and deep fry it and put that in back into the oven and deep fry that too.
Inquisitor.
Yes, and
Inquisitor.
Maximo, cut the feed. I'm about to kill them.
No, Inquisitor just, Maximo, slap this man in the dick. Right now.
Maximo, smack his nuts.
Sorry, I'm already halfway across the country when I said that, so you're gonna have to hunt me down.
Don't worry, Maximo can run faster.
No, you can't.
Yes, I
I'm
can.
already on a space trip. You
You
can't
just see
get me.
Maximo's leg retract, a jump pack comes out of his legs.
Have you seen the Pootis? I'm inevitable. Anyways,
Alright,
you know
Let's
the cartoon
leave.
Black Cup meme.
other than that, final words from you all, audience. Make sure you clean your rooms. I'm tired of stepping on stuff and breaking things. Clean your rooms, fix your bed, and wash your frickin' socks.
oh, and also, another thing. Paint your models, damn it.
No,
They're
finish
not
your
gonna
homework
paint
first.
themselves.
That's going for you to Reaper.
I know.
They
I
can
know
go-
who I'm threatening with my messages.
It's okay.
Yourself?
I don't understand.
Yes.
I see.
All right then. You all have yourself a safe afternoon, and Maximo out.
Bye.